Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. Today's adventure is a short hike. I'm hiking back to the Kunjamuk Cave here in Speculator, New York. This is one of Adirondacks' most unsolved mysteries. I don't think I'm going to solve it, but I'm going to go check it out. Follow along. So I'd like to say this is a long hike, but it really isn't. The road right here takes you back into Speculator, and even though it is muddy, there's lots of puddles because we did have a pretty good rain overnight. It's cooled off since the last 2 days have been 87, 88, 89 degrees with a lot of humidity. Today it's more 75, 74 degrees, so it's a lot cooler today. But the road in is rutted and muddy, full of puddles. There was a car that on the way in just didn't do it. But my Tundra could, so I didn't have to hike very far. Parked down the road. And the cave is not that far off the road. I was thinking it was a little bit further than what it is. So one of the theories on this cave is that French Louis, and I introduced him in my Louis Lake video, was the one who stayed in this cave while he made his home on Louis Lake. And you know, there's a back then they didn't have Tundras to drive around in, so that's quite the haul back and forth. But they say they think I should say Louis stayed here in his early days. And one of the unsolved mysteries of this cave is that, is it natural or is it man-made? That is the question. And it's a lot of people, it's about 50-50 from what I read, of people who said, yes, it's man-made, or no, this is a natural cave. So we are going to check it out. It is fairly dark in there. Hopefully there's no furry creatures back in there. I don't think there is because I just met some people coming out. But yeah, that's about what, a 5-foot entrance on that? About 5 foot? Yeah, less than that. I'm gonna say that's about a 4-foot entrance on that. But I'm gonna get some lighting and we are gonna check things out. In we go. Oh wow, you can stand up in here. Pretty neat. Now I'm not sure if the camera can pick stuff up, but here is the back wall. A little crevice that goes up in. But look, there's a tall ceiling here, and there's an opening right here in the roof area. Now a lot of people think this is man-made because that was put there to allow smoke to escape with a fire inside here. And I imagine that you could keep warm in here with a fire. But this is pretty tall. And I mean pretty tall. I gotta say, this is probably, Jesus, 12 feet to the roof up there. But it is pretty neat. Pretty neat cave. 4-foot entrance. Ah, that's the hole in the roof. And there's the come out. So, my thought on this cave, man-made or natural, you know what I'm going to go with? I think it's a combination of both, to be all honest with you. I think this cave was here, and I think it was enhanced by somebody, whether it be go back to the Indians or whether it was French Louis. And the reason why I think it was enhanced is that hole that's on top, I think that was made. I think that was put there to allow smoke to escape while you stayed in the cave. And I think this cave was here, but I think it was made a little bit deeper by whoever was staying here. So I know the unsolved mystery is, is it man-made? Is it natural? And that is the debate that's been going on for a long time with this cave. And I'm not saying I'm staying on the fence. I'm saying I think it's a little bit of both. I think the cave was here, but I think that it's been enhanced, lengthened, and I think the hole up top was made because I put the camera up there, and that's too perfect. Those cuts are too perfect. So somebody, I think, cut out the hole on top. But yeah, this is Kunjamuk Cave, and it is a neat little adventure. If you got kids to come here, it's about 50 yards off the road. It's here in Speculator, New York. So the key to getting here is in Speculator, there's called the Four Corners. The Four Corners, you want to turn onto Elm Lake Road. You'll go past the school and keep following that until you get to the end. If the gate is open, you're going to continue on. It's an unpaved road, dirt road at that time. You're going to drive down that road a little ways, and on your right there'll be a road that says Cave Road. You're going to pull onto that road, and you're going to follow that road, and there's going to be a couple roads that are going to go off it, but you want to stay on the main cave road. There is an intersection down here that's a little confusing. You have to turn right again onto Cave Road. It's clearly marked Cave Road, and then you're going to drive it. Now that section of road is rutted. There's rocks sticking up, there's mud puddles, and there's a couple big puddles that you're going to have, deep puddles you're going to have to drive through. So if you have a car, you may not want to bring it back here. If you've got an SUV, a Subaru Outback will come back here pretty easily. But if you got like a Toyota Prius, I wouldn't attempt it. You know, a little car like that. If you got a truck, fine, you'll do it. The Tundra did it, no issues. But you're going to follow that road. You're going to come over a fairly decent bridge. Once you get past that bridge, there's going to be a hill that's going to go up. Get to the top of that hill, start looking to the left, and you will see a sign. It's a faded sign. It's this sign right here, and it's going to be about 50 yards in behind that sign. So it is neat. It will be a good trip for the kids. The kids will love this. I mean, getting inside and yelling and singing and everything, because it just amplifies everything. But this is very neat area. And my guess on whether this is man-made or natural, I think it's a combination of both. I think it was a cave that was enhanced by whoever lived here, whether it be French Louis or the Indians or another hermit. So yeah, I think you could survive if you had a way to cover up this door. And I bet you know, if you took some of these evergreen branches, you could weave them together and make a pretty decent door right there. But just looking around, there's little indents in this rock face. That makes me believe that this is a natural cave that has been enhanced by man. So now I'm going to make the trek back to the truck. I parked down the road a little ways to get off the road. There is no parking area here by the sign, so you have to park way down the road a little ways. I'm going to make my trek back to the truck and find my next adventure. Alright folks, you watched all the way through. Thanks for that. If you liked the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button down below. Continue to follow the adventure. And remember, folks, tomorrow is no guarantee for any one of us. So disconnect from that Wi-Fi, connect to this out here. You won't be disappointed.